This video is called Miracles Now, to share with you some of the miracles that are happening inside of Akashic Angel Academy, and I feel so lit up, I feel so inspired, I feel so guided to be here right now to share this message that has been igniting me and uplifting me in the highest way. When God puts you in purpose, you will be filled with this emanation of light, this emanation of power, and it's so palpable and you can't deny it. And when I serve in my containers and the Holy Spirit is flowing through me and I'm listening to the voice of Spirit, and all of the other sisters are joining with me together in this process of undoing the ego mind into becoming the most clear channel, into opening up their intuition, into opening up their divine inherent nature, peeling back all that is not true, all that is not real, and coming into the true resonance of why they're here and the power inside, the miracle within. And so I want to take you on a little journey of what we've been exploring and expanding upon this year in Akashic Angel Academy. This year is a year-long container, and I'm incorporating the teachings of A Course in Miracles. And what I've noticed with this container, other than any other time that I've run Akashic Angel Academy, is the potency of really incorporating the A Course in Miracles teachings and how powerful that actually makes your channel more clear, more pristine, more crystalline, more purified, because we're using the teachings inside of A Course in Miracles to undo that ego mind, to undo what is not real, what is not true. And so today I had the privilege and I had the honor of receiving so much feedback from the other angels inside of the container. Now we're doing partners and giving sessions. And it just goes to show that we all have this gift. And usually when we start this container, everybody feels a little nervous. Everybody feels kind of like, oh my God, like, will I be able to be a clear channel? Like, will my intuition really expand? Like, will I be able to deepen in these teachings? Will I be able to give and serve from this way? And I just watched over the last 4 months these women go from like fear and doubt and insecurity and questioning into being this pillar of truth, being this pillar of crystal clear messages that they can give to the other angels inside of the container. And this is what lights me up more than anything, is I love to activate the light within. I love to activate the miracle within and help other angels along their journey into finding that inner knowing state, finding that inner guidance within, that inner compass that's always there, but we've been so suppressed and we're always seeking for those answers outside. And so what I'm sharing in this container is how to find those answers within, how to clear out all of those distractions, all of those limitations, all of those low frequency limiting beliefs that are coming from the ego, that it's coming from separation, and how to stand strong in your knowing state, how to stand strong and listen to those signs, signals, and how the Holy Spirit and our higher self is always communicating with us. And we just had such a beautiful expansion in our chat today and the messages that I've been receiving. And it's just so powerful because I see now more clearly how we really are one. And oneness is not just this woo-woo concept. Oneness is what we truly are. We are all one. We are all one awakening mind. And that's actually how we're able to give these crystal clear messages to another, because we are the same awareness appearing as many. So it doesn't matter if someone is halfway across the world or you never met them before. You can actually tune into the subtle energy. You can tune into that one mind of God, and you can pull out those crystal clear messages. And what I'm sharing in Akashic Angel Academy is so different than any other time that I've shared, because I've incorporated, I've deepened in the teachings, I've deepened in my own embodiment so that I can be this broadcast and I can emanate the message more fully and more clearly. And I've just been watching how this has been unfolding and deepening and refining. And it's just so beautiful, because it's like a beautiful art piece. It just keeps growing and expanding. And we were having such a joining moment yesterday in our call, and how all the sisters are coming together. All the sisters are remembering the truth, forgiving, letting go of those old grievances, those past pains and hurts. And those actually really cloud our channel when we are focusing on all these external things and focusing on how we're going to get there, focusing on the how, focusing more on the doubt and the fear. That is actually what clouds our channel. Because if you think about the true nature of who we truly are, we are these eternal, limitless, boundless spirit beings just having this experience. So when you tune into your true inheritance, your true nature, how God divinely created your spirit, you are not confined to the limitations of old programs, old identities, old beliefs. And it's a decision that you make from within you, that you get to decide, I'm going to live in alignment with my higher self. I'm going to live in alignment with how the Holy Spirit is guiding me in every moment. And I'm going to listen to how those messages are coming through. And so what I've been able to witness is the more that women activate this inner feminine radiance, this inner feminine oracle within, a lost art, I believe, it's like we turn on our power, we turn on our inner knowing state, and no matter what happens around us, we have our clear connection to the Most High. We have our clear connection to our intuition. And I always have been talking about this year after year. I say the same message. The intuition is the greatest superpower you have, because that is your direct link to the Holy Spirit. That is your direct link to your higher self. And when you connect to this essence, there is no limitations. It's a feeling. And when you are put in service and when you're put on a purpose, it has such a different way that you start to exist in this oneness, in this true state, because you know that everything is happening for you to forgive, for you to let go, for you to see how you are this divine eternal being. And when you have that remembrance, you go through life in a different way. You actually are using life for a different reason. So you can take all your different pains, hurts, and dramas, and you can use it for something else. You can use it for forgiveness. You can use it for strengthening your intuition. You can use it for undoing that ego mind and seeing your triggers, seeing what different relationship scenarios and situations keep repeating in your life. And this path with A Course in Miracles, this path with the Akashic, with becoming a clear channel, it is the most triggering, because you're face to face with all of these different programs and lifetimes of baggage and gunk that is just keep replaying, because all the lifetimes are happening all at once. So we can use this one lifetime to clear out all of the gunk and all of the old residue, to come into our knowing state and actually awaken and come into this Christ awareness. And that happens through forgiveness. And that this month we are sharing about divine forgiveness and how forgiveness is the greatest spiritual tool that you can have. And actually, forgiveness is what shifts you and changes different dimensions of time, because with this forgiveness, you're bringing in the presence of love. You're seeing that other as one with you. And also you're using your connection to your higher self and the Holy Spirit to help you undo that scenario or situation that is making you feel irritated, making you feel anxious, making you have fear. And it is amazing because I study with Gary Renard and Cindy, and they talk about how this type of forgiveness has been able to heal war veterans that struggle for 30 years of PTSD, having nightmares every night. And they started doing the forgiveness that's being taught in A Course in Miracles. And they started to heal. They started to not have any more anxiety or fear. They started to trust their inner knowing state and trust in the divine forgiveness, and how every situation is actually really just a forgiveness opportunity. Everything that you have in your life, you can look at it through the eyes of love, through the eyes of Christ, or you can look at it through the eyes of the ego and fear and blame and victim, and that just keeps you down. It keeps you stuck. And so in this year, we are slowly and deeply undoing all of those old beliefs, unconscious patterns, unconscious habits, addictions, relationship patterns, looping, anything in the external that we are grasping or leeching onto. We're saying no, we're going to actually go within and deepen this connection. And from that deepening of this connection, everything actually comes. That's the miracle within. The miracle within is that shift in perspective, seeing everything from a different lens, because your perception is what creates the projection. And so when your perception is focused on the true embodiment of awakening to your true essence, your I am presence, then you're above the world. Essentially, you're kind of like looking at the dream and you're seeing it for what it is, and you're using forgiveness to help you get to this mastery level, the level that Christ and Buddha were existing in. And that's what Buddha was really meaning when he said, I am awake. He awakened from the dream fully. He fully undid his ego. And this excites me so much because I've seen how profound it changes one's life. Not just in my own experience, but I'm watching these beautiful women change their life through doing divine forgiveness, through strengthening their inner knowing state, strengthening their channel, being able to practice on other sisters around the world and becoming these clear channels. And I knew when I started this path that I was not special, that I was not just the only one that was able to be this clear channel. I knew that every single person has this gift within. It's just peeling back and undoing what's not real, what's not true, because we have all of these programs and all of these old beliefs that are blocking our perception. They're blocking us seeing the truth. And that is really how you become a clear channel, is you're able to see through the veil. You're able to see beyond. You can it's like you clear and then you open up to that oneness. And when you open up to that oneness, that's how you can give those clear messages. And so I'm just receiving a lot of messages from the women of how, they've watched their own self go through this doubt and this fear, and now being able to give crystal clear messages to the other women in the group is so uplifting, because you get to realize wow, we're really not all that different after all. We really are this one awareness appearing as many. And when we can do this work together, when we can join together in the one mind, it is so powerful. That's why I love sharing in a group setting, because when we come on the lives, we're creating this collective space. We're creating this space of joining together and coming together in love, coming together in forgiveness, and also we're undoing the ego mind together as a group. So my forgiveness is connected to your forgiveness and other women's forgiveness. All of our forgiveness is interconnected. And so that's also how, when you're wanting to develop your intuition, you have to focus more on the internal knowing state. You have to really clear out the external world to see beyond it and through it, so that you can know, like, okay, yes, I'm being guided to this. I'm being guided to this person or this scenario or this situation. So it's so beautiful to watch these women unfold and blossom in their gifts and see how powerful and profound this gift and this path is. And you don't actually need to be a service provider and become like a clear channel and do it as a business, but you can use this gift in any area of your life, in whatever business you're already doing, in whatever you're already doing. You can just add it into getting more inspiration, because you're tapping into that limitlessness, and so you're not confined to, any limitation of ideas or inspiration, because this is a limitless, eternal presence that lives inside of us all. So that's the message I wanted to share tonight, and I just feel so happy and so honored, and I just feel filled with the purpose that I've been placed here to do and share. So if this message has resonated with you and you're on the live, hello beautiful Gina. I love to see all the things that you share and all that you're doing in the world, and I feel so connected to you. And I'm so honored for every single person on here, for all the beautiful souls that comment and share and message me. It touches my heart. I'm so honored and I'm so grateful. So we're going to be creating a new container also this summer about the teachings of A Course in Miracles and how to live a life in the pathway of miracles. So stay tuned, and I'm so honored and excited. I also do one-on-one mentorships for A Course in Miracles, or for angelic guidance, spiritual guidance, Akashic record healings, quantum healings. You could check out the link in my bio, and I'm so honored to be here with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.